Welcome in, welcome in. We've got some time travel tennis on the channel tonight. Not a match though, not a match, kind of a summary. So I started doing this little project, and I'm a big John McEnroe fan. And when I was a kid, McEnroe, Connors, that was the kind of the golden age of tennis for me. And so I decided I would kind of start off with John McEnroe's career. Now, keep in mind that I have the greatest set of men's tennis players and women's tennis players too, not seasons, okay? And I didn't really want to do seasons. I rather just do the all-time greats and play them out that way. With golf, I do seasons because I'm much more of a golf fan than tennis fan in terms of who I know. I don't keep up with tennis nowadays that much, besides Federer and those guys. But so what I did is McEnroe made his debut in 1978, and he retired from singles in 1994. And so we're going to play out from 78 to 94 his career a little bit, okay? Now, obviously, he's playing with guys who did not play during that time frame. I mean, he's playing, you know, um, Federer, who's not through that time. But it's just an idea of how to mark my schedule. So anyway, the plan for the channel is that I was going to show anytime he got to the semifinals, and we're doing Grand Slams now. I'm just doing Grand Slams, the four Grand Slams. The plan of the channel was to make sure whenever he played Jimmy Connors or Beyond Borg, be on the channel. If ever he's in the semifinals or the finals, he'd be on the channel. Okay. Unfortunately, he had a bad first year. Okay. The 1978 year, even though this is not his 1978 McEnroe, it's his prime McEnroe, but he's playing against everyone else in their prime too. And he started off 10th in the world and just had a tough time. So in Australia, he got to the quarterfinals and he lost to Andy Murray. And if he would have won that one, he would have faced Jimmy Connors in the semifinals. We would have had it anyway. But he lost to Andy Murray in a tough one here, a five-setter, and got upset really at Andy Murray. He then went to the French Open and lost in the second round, lost to a guy I don't even know, Alex Corretja. I don't know much about him at all, and did that then. He went to Wimbledon. He got a really bad draw in Wimbledon. I thought Wimbledon he's going to break through. I liked his draw, except for the first match against Boris Becker, and I'll show you why in a second. He does not match up well with Boris Becker. Boris Becker on grass, of course, really good as well. And so is McEnroe. And Becker knocked him out in the first round. He then went to the U.S. Open. We're thinking big things from the U.S. Open. I think for sure we'll get him in the channel for the U.S. Open. And he gets upset by David Nalbandian, okay, 40th ranked in the second round. So it was a tough first year. He goes 5-4 in matches. He's now tied for 18th in the rankings. He was 20th. But here's why I love this game. One, the gameplay is really cool. If you haven't seen the game on here yet, it's pretty cool. And I'll get one up here too. I almost want to make a video of my project. Um, and so we kind of go through his player stats real quick. It has all these things here. He's 5-4 overall. He's 5-4 in Grand Slams. I play 4-2 in hard court, 1-1 in clay, 0-1 in grass. Okay. Um, all the stats here. I love all the stats. Rankings breakdown, kind of where he was. Um, got to the quarterfinals, and then got worse as he went along. Head to head, I love this. He hasn't faced, we faced Ken Rosewall. I mean, the best name on there he's beaten is Rosewall, right? I mean, he's beat Rosewall. The rest of the guys are kind of not, I wouldn't say bums. No one's a bum that made this game, but he lost to Andy Murray, he lost to Boris Becker in that too. This is a Grand Slam record, same thing. This player card's pretty cool. So his tough foe is Becker. Okay, and Becker he lost to. His easy foes are Gilbert, Gullickson, LeConte, Lloyd, Lutz, Mayer, Mariers, Sadri, Teacher, and Smid. And of course, the wars were Connors and Borg, which is why, I mean, I grew up watching him playing Connors, and of course, the Borg Wimbledon match is all great. But we didn't get a match. We didn't get a match. So let's take a look at overall what happened for the year in our thing. So I just went ahead, Australian Open, 78, French Open. Jimmy Connors beat Andre Agassi. Remember, Jimmy Connors beat Andy Murray. he would have had faced McEnroe in that semifinals. Would have been pretty cool in that one. But Connors wins the first one over Agassi, so two Americans going at an Australian Open. Then Nadal beats Vilas, Guillermo Vilas in France to get that one. Then Federer takes care of Arthur Ashe, and then Djokovic takes care of Nadal. So four different winners for our majors right there. Four different winners in our majors right there. And you see that Nadal's the only one that got to two finals for the year, if I'm reading that right. And so now we look at the rankings overall. Federer's number one in the world. He was number one in the world to start this whole thing. And then Connors jumped up there as well. So Connors moved up a bunch. He was like number 12 or so. And McEnroe took a deep dive down. He's now at 20th ranked overall. And so he's going to be going through. So we're going to do this again. So going through here, match wins, all those things here. And so, let me get back out of here. And so now I'm going to go do a um, edit the tour here. We'll insert another match. Okay, and we'll go Australian Open. $19.79. Melbourne, Australia. It's a slam. It's hard. Let me come back over here. Create that real quick. Draw 64. Boom, there we go. And now we've got the next version on there. Exit editing, there you go. And then you kind of continue us that way, and it keeps all those things up there. So kind of a cool way if you want to, my own way of doing this. So we'll see if McEnroe can get himself back in line. But hopefully, I was hoping to have a little match in here for you to show off the McEnroe project. But we're through year one, 1978. We're through 1978, and McEnroe could not get it done. But pretty cool. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Check it out for sure. It's a Richard Hanna game again. Great job by that. But here it is. So here's my project, the John McEnroe You Can't Be Serious. You Can't Be Serious. You Can't Be Serious project. And hopefully I'll have more videos up soon. And maybe we'll see some McEnroe versus Connors, McEnroe versus Borg, and some McEnroe playing in some big time finals. We'll see about that. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great, great night.